Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Jeffrey, I am, and welcome to my channel. It's been some time, but today we on time, right? There's a lot of things going on in the world, so I want to touch on something that meant a lot to myself, right? Now, a lot of us have children. I got up this morning to an email from one of my high school children's teachers, right? Now, I have six children. Yeah, I know that's a lot. I have five girls and one son. Now, two of my children have already graduated from college, which is a big accomplishment, and I have two younger children. Now, one of my children is a sophomore in college, right? And she finished up her midterms with A's and B's. Can't do nothing to celebrate that. And I have another child that's in high school, and I got an email from her teacher, and she finished up the midterms, and I'm very proud of my daughters. She finished up with all A's. You really can't ask for too much more than that, right? Shout out to the mothers, the stepmothers, the aunties, the uncles, everybody that helped me with this journey, right? But the email I got this morning, let's talk about it. I get this email this morning that they're going to a competency based education, the CBE. And if you're not familiar with that, it's a flexible approach to teaching and learning where students progress based at their own ability to master a skill or subject, their competency, right? Rather than spend much time in the classroom. Now, I have different views on that, right? Because anybody that I keep a hold of what's going on in my children's life, and I've always promoted school and hard work. Before you do anything else, if you have homework, do that. We read. We've done a lot of different things to help our kids, progress in this world, and hopefully what we provided for them would take them on further. But when they go to school, you think they want an education. I went to college myself, and true enough, when I went to college for, I only used 8 months out of my life. I started driving heavy equipment, right? But that's my journey, and I do believe that each child should really, experience college. If it's not for them, then go on to something else. And I truly believe that, right? But with this CBE teaching, it's somewhat like, to me, it's like this competition they have nowadays where they give, if a student or a child competes in any type of competition, basketball, softball, whatever, everybody gets an award, not just the ones who won, but everybody gets an award. So I don't really agree with that, and that's just my opinion, right? And is the principles of CBE is based on, pace is personalized. Students who understand concepts can quickly breeze through it. Basically, the no child left behind theory, right? In my opinion. And they also try to get clear outcomes on every competency, and it's defined by you know by specific measurement skills instead of math. They might be asked to solve a real world problem. Okay, and then flexible support. I get it. Teachers act like mentors or coaches, which I think that's we also as parents have to do too. And it targets where a student is specifically struggling.
You have exactly 5 minutes left. Finish up now.
Again, I feel like a lot of this is not leaving kids behind, which is I can understand. And I start to notice this change after COVID. Now, just imagine going into a hospital and you get a doctor that was a nurse. She's a hell of a nurse. She can really do her job. She's nurse of the year. She don't have to go get a doctorate or nothing. They just make her a doctor. I wouldn't want her working on my heart. I would I wouldn't want her to assist any of my needs. You understand what I'm saying? So this is where I have the conflict in it because, you know, they say they provide workforce readiness, which if you're not educated on something, then how can you be ready for the workforce, right? We have a lot of adult learners nowadays, which is fine, what I think is good because furthering your education to what you need, but you need to be trained and educated. And one thing I know that they're pushing, especially in the school district, which is a very nice school district, is very cost effective. Now, why limit the education? Because it cuts tax dollars, right? Meaning they can complete, I'm sorry about that, they can complete any of their competencies during that scheduled window, correct? And potentially saving thousands of dollars in tuition. So my question is to that, what if it takes them longer, as you say, and you keep working with this student, keep working with this student? It could cost more in tuition, but are you gonna pass someone just because? So that's where I have the conflict. I can go on and on, but that's why I really had a conflict with this subject. You know, competency based education is not anything that I would push or recommend for anyone. But then again, I voted, you know, and we just have to see where this all goes. So I want to bring that to you because I'm a concerned father. The education, check the kids' education. I was privileged enough to go to a HBCU, which kind of shaped my life, and I have a daughter that's going to the same HBCU, which I'm very proud of. Yeah, I believe education is key, and learning everything about every person is key. The Indians, the Germans, the Irish, people that built this country. A lot of these things are not being discussed in school, honestly. So, with that being said, I want you to be aware. Please, please, please be informed and be safe. Jeffy, I am. Amen. We talked about it. Thank you for joining.